because many people saw the jury rehearsal on the internet. Second thing is, if Russia is coming back next year, what is the present situation with the rules if they don't broadcast the contest? Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, many questions. You start to ask who is deciding here. I think this is teamwork, as you said. In all kind of teamwork, you have to cooperate and you have to collaborate and to find the best solutions. In this type of cooperation, we also respect the different positions very much. I have the final say in everything that happens around Eurovision Song Contest here, but I would never do anything to put aside any decisions that are made on the creative team or on the production team, on the host broadcasting team, if it's not necessary. And we will always find that solution in cooperation. I think this is the usual way of working in TV production. And this is a TV production, basically, with the 3 shows. Yeah. The live streams I haven't heard about, so I'll check it with my team. So I haven't heard about that, and these are not for streaming, for sure. They are sent to the broadcasters because of the juries. They should not be streamed out of there, but I have to look into it because I haven't heard it. When it comes to Russia, I said everything that has happened this year we have to look into after the contest, and then we will take a decision. Based on the rules, but also based on the fact that it is a very special situation this year. It's a very difficult situation, and we also have to acknowledge that. And if we get too square-headed around this topic, we will put ourselves in a difficult situation. But we are in good talks with both UAPBC, with Channel 1 in Russia, and we will continue to be in good talks with them to see how we solve this after the Song Contest.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Please, you had a question?
Hello, my name is Walter from Germany, and I'm very happy to be here in Ukraine to say thank you to Mr. Hrytsak. I don't know if you remember me, but back in 2005, you helped me so much to complete my PhD thesis, the very first PhD thesis on the Eurovision Song Contest. You were the very first head of delegation to reply to my questionnaire. And for this, I came to Ukraine to say thank you. Thank you with this special book on the national music and cultural history of all participating Eurovision countries. And thank you for bringing back the national cultural flavor to Eurovision.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much. Okay, so you don't have a question, that was actually a present. Yes, you please over there in the middle in the blue t-shirt, and then you on my right.
Thank you, Beck from the Israeli media. In the unlikely event that Israel wins the Eurovision this year, and due to the fact that the IBA is closing next week, in what conditions will Israel be able to host next year's Eurovision?
We've had a lot of discussion with the IBA, as you said, it's closing down, there's a new entity coming up, and we have had a lot of discussions with them on this topic. Every broadcaster that enters into Eurovision Song Contest have to commit to host it if they win. And so has IBA or the entity that will come. We have had actually the same situation here in Ukraine, where NTU was basically closed down, and then a new entity, UAPBC, came up, and it was even a month of a non-legal entity that we actually lost a month in preparation as well because of this. It is challenging when you have this structure. You saw it in Greece with the RT, you see it now. I think we will see that with more and more broadcasters that need to do a changeover, to need to change because of technology, because of staffing, because of the financial situation. It's something we have to live with. But if Israel, or if the Israeli action win this year, we are confident that we can host it in Israel with IBA or whatever comes out of that we are
Great.
sure about.
Thank you so much. Yes, you please, over there in the first row.
Hello. We've heard that there are 2 Russian accredited OGA fans that are blocked now at the airport in Kiev. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Is it true? Is it false?
I have no info about that, but I leave that to the...
I don't have any info about that yet, but I will check that immediately after this press conference. It's now? I'll check that immediately.
Okay, thank you very much. A gentleman in the very first row, please. And then Alistair.
Hello, Martin Schmittner, Vorwärts, Germany. With my respect for making decisions after the contest, but not at this stage, I wonder, Mr. Freiling made a lot of very clear interviews, for example, in the beginning of April to the German newspaper Tagesspiegel, when he declared that he has had the impression that Russia has never had plans to come, and he also declared that the Ukraine should give the visa. And the weeks after it, we heard about a lot of pressure against only Ukraine. So, can you explain it, why Mr. Freiling made such interviews?
It's very difficult for me to speak on behalf of Dr. Freiling, so it's nothing I can do and nothing I should do. So I think you should ask him yourself. He's around here. He's often in the press center. He's here now for the whole week. So I think you could ask that question to him. When it comes to the visa issue, we have been very clear from the EBU side that we think this decision undermines the non-political nature of Eurovision Song Contest. And hence is wrong. But we cannot take that decision. That decision has to be taken by the authorities in Ukraine, and that was the case.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Alistair, please, and then you.
Hi, Alistair from Eurofile again. There were some problems with the audio feed for the Australian commentary during semi-final one. Can you give us some background about that? Did it affect any other countries, and how will we prevent it happening again?
That's something we're looking into right now. The ISD connection dropped out for a couple of minutes, I believe. And we are looking into what was the reason for this, because, as you say, it was only Australia. It's not because we hate Australia.
Poland too. Poland too.
Was it Poland too? Okay. There has been some problem. The big problem with ISDN is that it's an outdated technology, and we really need to look into how to do this in the future, because it's getting harder and harder to get it to work. So, but we'll make sure that we fix it and take all the precautions we can to have it up and running for tomorrow.
Okay, great, thank you very much. Yes, you please.
Hi, Torben Ek, Aftonbladet Sweden. Jon-Ola, you said that there has not been any decisions made on sanctions against neither Ukraine nor Russia, but can you confirm that this will be put on the agenda for the next reference group meeting, that you will discuss whether you will put sanctions to the Ukraine broadcaster and the Russian broadcaster?
We will discuss this issue, yes, for sure, in the next meeting. So that's in June, and we've already confirmed that. So that's right.
Thank you very much. Actually, as you told us that the main focus is 42 countries, I would love to maybe ask you about some revealing secrets upon the second semi-final and grand final, because yesterday we had a great performance. You added some videos with Hrytsak. You did a lot of additional Ukrainian performance, artists performing at this stage, and I guess everyone loved it so much. So maybe you would answer the question: what would we see during the next broadcastings?
Okay, later on this afternoon, when you will see for the first time the whole second semi-final, you will, besides, of course, the 18 contestants, you will meet our hosts again, and they will today open the show with an act where they will play instruments.
Wow!
Vora will play the accordion, and Alex will play the sopilka. Is that the correct way to say it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is the Ukrainian flute, which they do play, by the way. So it's not fake. They will play this, and that opens an act which is put together with 4 former Eurovision winners. It's Fairy Tale, Euphoria, My Number One, and Rise Like a Phoenix. And they're all rearranged and remade into traditional Ukrainian style.
Wow.
And around Paul and Alex, there will be lots of dancers, lots of musicians, and a huge choir, and they are all dressed up in fantastic traditional clothing from Ukraine. It's a very, very joyful, colorful, and funny number. So that's the opening act, and then we have a really, really, really nice dance piece as the interval act. It's a well-renowned dance company called Apache Crew that are known well outside of Ukraine. They tour a lot. There's 51 dancers on stage, and the piece is called The Children's Courtyard, and it's really, really nice. It's contemporary modern dance when it's at its best. So that's what we give you, and then you will meet Verka again, of course.
One more question about the performance of Lucy Tron, because last time we had like a too long preparation process with the mirror thing. She's having the decoration at this stage. Did you manage to do it at least with the 40 or 60 seconds you have, or you did some changes?
No, we cancelled it. We'll get there. Please bear in mind that this is not only a rehearsal for an artist, it's also a rehearsal for us in the production. And we'll get there. We're always good.
We wish you good luck. Yes, Radio International, your question, please. Could you please stand up so the girls can see you?
Thank you very much. JP International, it's a question to Ula. Usually at this time of the year we found out the date about next year's Eurovision Song Contest. Would you already be able to give us the dates?
We are looking into that now, actually, and as always, we try to avoid big sporting arrangements because that's, first of all, because the audience then might have to choose, and then there's a lot of to do practical things like satellite capacity and so on. We haven't decided on the dates, but we will have some preliminary dates before this week is over, and then we always discuss this with the host broadcaster because they have to make sure that this period fits for them when it comes to secure a venue, that they don't have other big events going on in the city or in the country at the same time that collides. So this is a puzzle every year, and it's difficult. And May is also a very tense month because of ice hockey, World Championship. It's the Champions League football, it's EuroLeague, and other big events. So we're puzzling around, but we will propose some dates and we'll start the discussion with the new host broadcaster right after the final. So we propose preliminary dates, and then we decide later with the host broadcaster.
Okay, thank you.
It will be in May.
You please in the second row. Yes? Could you please stand up?
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. My question is for Nicola. My name is Javier Varela from Spain. You admitted some months ago that there were some moments that you felt insecure regarding the preparation for the contest. I'd like to know, how do you feel right now after one of the shows have been broadcasted? Thank you.
I feel very content with what we have achieved here, what UAPBC have achieved, and the team that is in place. As Kristen said, there are a lot of people from all over Europe, in addition to Ukrainian experts. We've been working very hard over the last months to get this up. So I'm very content. What we saw yesterday was Eurovision Song Contest, as I think it should be. And then, as Ola said, we gain more knowledge and experience for every day. So I'm expecting this to be on an even higher quality over the next days. I'm very happy with the situation. And look around, see what you have here. I mean, it's amazing what UAPBC has achieved over the last months.
Great, thank you very much. So, do we have any questions, or should we take some time to hear Supilka from the backstage? We can hear it. Yes, please. Could you please stand up?
Hello, my name is Pavlo. Sorry I'm late 2 minutes, but this lady is doing a great work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Actually, my question is to Ionola and Pavlo, I guess, mostly, because rumor has it an incident that the semi-final yesterday was the most attended semi-final in Eurovision history. Is that true? Can you compare? Is there any numbers? You know, maybe really very much interested because there's so many people writing about that.
I have actually no idea. I haven't seen. You mean the audience figures, or?
Yeah, I mean audience figures, like percentage from the overall, say, tickets point of view, like that it was the most covered by people for the first semi-final in the history of Eurovision. Just many people wrote about that. I'm asking.
I have no idea. We always look into this after the shows. It takes time to gather reports when it comes to audience figures from all the participating broadcasters or all the broadcasters who actually showed it. So we usually don't have these figures before, way after the Eurovision Song Contest. So I have no idea actually.
From my side, I would like to say that we have distributed almost 60,000 tickets, 60, as for today, for 9 events, which I believe is a very good figure. Once again, taking into consideration the total capacity, 9,300, and we feel very good about the fact that not only the live events, but also dress rehearsals are filling in, and it's about 70 in general. It's about like up to 70% general the audience which fills in, and we feel very good. And I would also like to say that in terms of incomes for UAPBC, these are very good figures, because in fact we have more incomes than we planned.
Hello? Yeah, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate the team, because the show, I was watching it at home, on the television, it looked amazing. Thank you guys, you're doing unbelievable job.
Really. And on this very good, good feedback, I would love to say